What happens if you can't purchase this stuff yourself? You can't purchase hard drives. You can't purchase RAM. You can't purchase GPUs. You can't purchase a lot of these PC parts because they're too expensive. Like, what happens with that? Now you have to use these big companies' products. You have to use their SaaS products. You have to use their cloud products. You have to use all of this stuff. And what does that mean? You no longer own your data. Your data is no longer private. Okay, so I like to consider myself a conspiracy theorist, but I don't necessarily think this is a conspiracy because it's happened right before our eyes. We all know that the increase of PC parts is due to AI. All these companies are now powering these AI models. They need data centers, they need storage, they need RAM, they need GPUs, they need all this. That is why you see a lot of this hardware prices increasing significantly. But what people are not realizing is, as the price of this stuff increase, you start to get priced out of being able to purchase this stuff. What happens if you can't purchase this stuff yourself? You can't purchase hard drives. You can't purchase RAM. You can't purchase GPUs. You can't purchase a lot of these PC parts because they're too expensive. Like, what happens with that? Now you have to use these big companies' products. You have to use their SaaS products. You have to use their cloud products. You have to use all of this stuff. And what does that mean? You no longer own your data. Your data is no longer private to you. You can't store your own data on your own stuff or none of that, nothing. You can't do that. And with your data being stored onto their servers and all this stuff like that, that means they have more access to you. They can advertise more than you. Everything's just like your data is the most important thing, and it's happening right before our eyes to where we cannot own or be able to afford small things such as hard drives. That is crazy.
He is right because them joints is expensive
They're
now.
so expensive. Like, so I've actually been seeing some videos. I've actually been seeing some videos about that on TikTok, but I just rolled my eyes at the thought of more advertisements. Like,
Thanks.
please.
Let me let him finish cooking real quick.
And people are not realizing that, and people are not really paying attention to that. And I think that's really crazy because as time goes on, that whole idea of privacy and freedom and stuff like that, it's no longer going to matter because you can't even have your own PC and stuff like that in your own house because this stuff is too expensive. You can even see it right now where Amazon is starting to have like these cloud game servers. Even NVIDIA and Microsoft and all this, they're getting to the point where it's like, well, no, y'all don't even need PCs. just stream it to the cloud.
Mm-hmm.
Like, huh? That is crazy, bro. Let's start paying attention, dog. This is going to be a crazy thing in the next 5 years.
He ate down.
He right though.
He definitely ate down because I absolutely see the game systems being in the cloud.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's definitely that's when you start feeling bad for the younger generation. Like they'll have these phones, but we know that Gen Z and Gen Alpha, they don't know how to work computers.
That part.
All they have is tablets. Mm-hmm. So I actually have just said I'm going to actually start showing the kids how to work the stuff. But they so smart. It's like you show them too much. Now they doing too much. And that's where it is. Because that Natalie, she grabbed that phone, you would think it's hers. And I'd be like, bro. That's why I tell them, I said, oh no, why you gave her your codes? She don't have my codes. I'm like, she not finna be using, unlimited access to my phone and then hitting the wrong thing or whatever. That's what kids do all the time. So I don't know, man. But if you are experiencing issues with buying RAM and hard drives, let us know in the comments. Everybody's been complaining about RAM prices. Because I want to eventually I want to put a NAS in here so I can stop paying for Dropbox and everything
They
else.
don't even know what that is.
Right. And it's just a network.